Carrie, this is Dr. Jester. I'm going to go over your paper for just a little bit and see if I can give you some helpful pointers. First of all, there's a lot of good material here, and you've highlighted some very important components. One thing I really like is you've kind of outlined your essay according to the assignment prerogatives. For example, basic perspectives. Down here you've got the process and then the challenges. All that's very good, very important. You're responding to what the assignment details were. Initially, what's missing here is an introduction that explains what the paper is about and what you're going to say about that subject. You need an introduction, you need a thesis. That's the first thing. Second thing I notice that I want to point out is you've got all of this paper in single space. It needs to be double spaced. For academic writing in Turabian, you'll always have double spaced and provide that in all that you do. The exception to that, of course, occasionally you'll be advised to use single space for block quotes, as you've done here, but make sure you follow Turabian specifically on that. A few other little pointers I'll make as we go along. One of the things that you do here, when you cite your source for the first time, you did exactly what you need to do, provide full bibliographic information. On the second citation and subsequent, for example, footnote 2 is the exact same source, so you're simply going to use the word ibid. It's a Latin phrase, means from the same source or from the same location. If, for example, number 2 was a different source, you would go ahead and list that source's information. And then third, let's say you went back to Elmer. So in that case, you would type in Elmer, servanthood, capitalized, of course, and the page number. That's called the shortened citation for any subsequent. But if each citation follows the other, it's ibid. If it's a different page number, then you include the page number as a different location, but the same source. A few other things along the way that I point out. Sources here, you've got 2 sources. You need a couple of sources, 1, maybe 2, that are not part of the material for the class, and that's written in your guidelines. Now the other big issue. This is really an important detail. This is Turnitin score. Now your similarity was 22%. That's in the neighborhood of 20%, a little bit over where you need to be. The problem here is when I take out the filter for quotations, it jumps up to 34%. What does that mean? Let's go back and look at your paper for just a moment. So what this is basically telling me, look, you've got a paragraph, a quote, a short paragraph, a longer quote, a paragraph, a quote. You need to have a few quotations, but when you start having too many quotations, that's an indicator that you're letting the source make your argument. You're not making it, you're letting your source do that. So what you want to do is minimize the number of quotes you have. Don't insert a lot of block quotations. That's going to make those percentages go up. So limit the citations that you have in your document, and that way you'll keep that score. It needs to be similarity and quotation percentages all need to be at 20% or below. Now, I'm going to be gracious, and here's the standard rule of thumb. When you reach 30% of your document in quotes, I'm supposed to call for a revision. I'm going to be gracious to you and just let you know about that rule. So I always provide a warning at 20%, anything over 20%, let you know that that's a little bit too much, that you're quoting similarities. You want to make your own argument, cite the source, reference the source, paraphrase and summarize the source, and any quotations of 3 or more words, make sure that those are in quotation marks. But make sure that you keep this number closer to 20%, because if it does get up above 30%, I will have to, from this point going forward, require a revision on that. Okay, so I hope that's helpful for you. One final thing. This initial point, that is the biblical perspective on servanthood. What does the Bible have to say about servanthood? What are some good examples of servanthood? Who, for example, exemplifies servanthood in your opinion? Of course, Jesus Christ would, and there are countless others. Paul the Apostle, various Old Testament figures. So focus on biblical personages there and what the biblical example would be. But everything else looks great. You did a good job on that. And other than the details I pointed out, you're in line with what you needed to say. Okay? All right. God bless. Take care.